Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. I am excited today to bring you some tips and some resources that have been provided to me by the field to help you with whatever phase of the experience you find yourself in. Before I get into that, I want to let you know that I do have a promo running on my website right now for follow-up sessions. If you're looking to open the Akash with me for the first time or again, now would be a good time to do that. You can find links in the description below. I'm also excited that a lot of you are receiving the field deck now and starting to play with it. And, there are some orders that are still processing and still in transit. All timing is the field's timing. I'm excited that you guys are starting to get these things because I've been on the other side of it, eager, anticipating when is the output going to start. And my job, my task for the last several months, since April really, has been integration and applying what I'm receiving and making it as functional in the third dimension as possible. And you see that in the products that we're creating now. So I went through some integration phases that did not allow for a lot of output, especially not output in the form of getting on the camera and talking and sharing things. But now I'm excited to report that the downloads are coming through in the form of sit down and talk about this. So I'm excited about this next phase, and I'm also excited about a situation where I can be at the starting point of a phase and know that I'm at the starting point of a phase. Not having a phase of awakening or expansion or compression, and then on the other end of it, when I'm beaten to a pulp, what the heck was that? We're entering into this new phase with the tools and resources at our disposal and the work gloves and boots and hard hat already on. So this next phase is one that's going to require the ledger of lessons. It's going to need the things that you've acquired along the way implemented and utilized to your benefit and to the benefit of everybody else around you. So this is why you've been training with Cryon. This is why you've been up at night studying constantly. It's not to perpetually be a seeker. What's asked of you in your next phase is that you move into it as a knower and as an operator, and that you leave the paradigm of seeking, which was born in separation, behind. And that is not losing your curiosity. That is not losing your sense of wonder. It is, I'm navigating this path. The reason why is I am the field, and I have no more questions in regards to that. So the awakening phase has been, I got this number on the clock. What does it mean? Does it mean I'm awakening? Does it mean I'm a starseed? Does it mean I'm a light worker? Does it mean I'm here on purpose? The next phase will be, I get the number on the clock. It is because I am the field. You are the field, I am the field. Separation is an illusion. What does that tell you about who you are? Your job in this awakening has been to find the layers of yourself that are not reflecting source. And you've been working diligently in clearing those layers, whether that layer be in the Akash, whether it be in the biology, whether it be in the collective, in the culture. You've been refining what you hold in terms of who am I and who am I not, and where have you arrived. So I will let you know that the next phase after clearing those layers is the mirrors start reflecting you. The field external starts reflecting back to you who you really are at the core, not the character that you've been playing in separation and survival. So if you're asking what's next, if you're asking then what, the answer to that question is you start reflecting source. This is important to know because the field's only intention for what is next is to manifest from the potential that has been acquired a period of impossibility that will be driven from divine law and authority. And this period of impossibility will be driven through you. It is going to be done through us, not for us. It's going to be done through your children and my children, not for them or It will not be something that belongs to any external authority. No council, no extraterrestrial will come down here and say that they saved humanity only. It will be driven internally. It will be complementary to what is external, not driven by it. So your role is to clear the human layers until they reflect source, and then to do what is not considered possible on the earth for everybody else to see. Can it be any clearer than that? How do we do this? How do we refine ourselves to the core? And most of you, if you're listening to this video, have traveled an awful long way on your path. One that has included going to healers, going to readers, clearing contradictions, identifying false authorities, removing entanglement with timelines and collective fields, and all of those things that are basically separation residue. What you're left with is a system that is straddling the threshold. There are pieces of and parts of you that are reflecting source. There are pieces and parts of you that may still be entertaining collective comfort zones. We'll give an example that has been provided to me. This is something that I have been utilizing and implementing strategically the last several weeks, which has helped me move into this next phase that I'm opening up into now. So as a dad and as a provider, I have a lot of stress and a lot of pressure to get from start of the month to the end of the month. And I don't necessarily have a way of clocking in and making a determined amount in a determined period of time. And that means I have to strategize, I have to think ahead, I have to consider outcomes and those types of things. What I should not implement is worry. Worry is something that comes from old residue of lack of knowing and lack of understanding. So I will ask myself this: if worry approaches me, you got to do this because there's a deadline, you've got to make sure this happens because there could be potential negative outcome. I will meet that thought with, does the field worry? No, it does not, and I am the field. If I have a health scare, I will speak to myself, does the field worry? No, it does not, I am the field. And that can be applied to every piece of the human layer. And the point is, when this human layer, which is conditioned in limitation, presents you with that limitation, you meet it with a clear reflection first. You meet it with the reflection of source first, and it will in turn calibrate itself to meet you there too. So you are in most likely the final phases of clearing residue from the system, and that takes conscious engagement as the field. There are safeguards in the system that are only going to respond to the field in form. It's not going to respond to the character born in separation, no matter how emotionally badly you want it. This is the physics of embodiment. The field meets the field. The body catches up slowly. The awareness calibrates the body to accelerate that perception. You're in an experience now where your human limitation, whatever remains of it, should be met with the field in an uncompromising version of itself. And let that be the path forward from here. Thank you very much. I will leave it at that. If you are interested in my services in the Akash, I would love to sit down with you, open the records, and to see what we can't bring forward or what we can't clear away. I would also love for you to give a shot to the products that I'm creating, the Complete Embodiment Codex and the Field Deck. And if you have friends and family that you feel would benefit from the things that I make and the services that I offer, please share my info with them. I'm not a social bug. Thank you very much. Have a good day.